time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season. NBA action. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the New York Knicks here in New York. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Mikal Bridges.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So the next starting five. Cam Thomas is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Vucevic, then it's Brooks, and it's Moon in at the power forward position. And for the Knicks, Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's B, and it's Robinson in at the pivot, manning the middle. And at this stage of the season, Doris, it is safe to say we know who the true contenders are, right?
Kevin, I would say yes for the most part. But we have seen play-in teams from either side of the bracket make a deep run, and I don't want to rule anything out. We tip it up for a reason.
Now, here is Robinson. Bridges, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges got the first 3 points tonight for New York.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Vucevic, a screen on Brunson. Here's VanVleet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
First one falls for him. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
And so VanVleet nails both of them.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
On the wing, Anunoby. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Off target from three-point range. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
So it's the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Anunoby. There's the lob to the hoop. Deflects the pass. Stolen by VanVleet. Thomas with it. VanVleet kicks to Moon. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 points.
Moon's got 5 now.
Well, Freddie VanVleet runs an offense the way it's supposed to be run. Pretty pass there.
Pass to Anunoby. Robinson against Vucevic. Robinson dishes to Bridges. Shot to stop the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Fred VanVleet picks one up.
What you admire about Mikal is he's such a grinder. You watch his defense, you can feel the intensity with this guy.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Bridges. Moon with it. 5 points in the game. VanVleet outside. And it's off from three-point range. New York's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Pass to B. Brooklyn with the rebound. Now here's Brooks. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. From deep, Thomas. No good on that one. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
So it's Brooklyn now. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Hits it from three-point range. Moon's got his third basket of the night.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Anunoby. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
And it's VanVleet with the ball for the Nets. 3-point lead. Robinson against Vucevic. Pass to Thomas. Back to Vucevic. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Bridges passes to Brunson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. The kick out to Anunoby. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Knicks line, 10-10.
Now Moon. 8 points for him. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Walters. They now take the lead.
Boy, the vision of Jalen Brunson is something to behold. This guy, an elite passer.
Knicks lead.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here comes your Knicks City answers, everyone.
And now
quick review at the numbers for Jalen Brunson, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he really is the consummate playmaker, always keeping his head on a swivel, searching for the open man, completely unselfish basketball player. Here's Moon, and it's Moon finishing it off.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Brunson. After the basket by Brooklyn. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Brunson's got his second basket.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
And here is Van Vliet. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers.
I love that he sacrificed his body over and over. His persistence at getting to the free throw line really paid off for them.
Now, Anunoby. After the missed three from Vucevic. Brunson outside. Pass to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Van Vliet. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Van Vliet kicks to Vucevic. Outside Thomas. Van Vliet wide open. Drills the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got 5.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Vucevic. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Thomas. Takes it inside. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. For New York, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Pass to Robinson. Here's Brunson. Over Brooks. That's short off the rim.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Now here's Vucevic. Here's Van Vliet. He has 5. And now... bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Nets.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
And he can't get the first one.
I don't know how you cannot love Fred Van Vliet. This guy brings toughness. He's fearless in the clutch. He competes on the defensive end, and his IQ is as good as it gets.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Okoro's checked in for OG Anunoby. Josh Hart comes in for Mikal Bridges. Clarkson, he's checked in for B. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it's tied up with that one.
How about this, guys? Only the 5th undrafted player in NBA history to be named an All-Star. What you love is Fred VanVleet every year has improved. He's fearless. He's tough. There's nothing not to like.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
All right, fans.
Collins checked in for Fred VanVleet.
Let's hear it for you. Coming onto the floor for the Knicks, number 1, Caleb Collins.
McBride with the ball, working on Collins. Robinson a screen on Collins. Clarkson outside. Pass to Robinson. Here's McBride. He's guarded by Collins. And the rejection by Collins. McBride's shot is off.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Shot clock at 5. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Collins looking around. Beal against Hart, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Clarkson outside. New York moving the ball around. Hart with it. Still scoreless. Clock at 6. And the Knicks miss again. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Allen outside. Outside, Beal. This one for 3. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
3-point
How
goal.
easy does he make that look? That's effortless.
Knicks trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Clarkson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Beal. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds.
2 shots.
You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
They throw good. Clarkson.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
Both good from the line that time. The Nets with the lead. Now Moon. 9-point game his last outing. Martin finds Beal. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Beal's got 5.
Boy, when Beal's effective inside, he can change the tenor of the game for his team.
McBride passes to Okoro. Allen against Hart. Pass to McBride. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Nets. Moon's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Beal taking his time here. Score the basket, his 3rd after 5 shots.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Now, here's Clarkson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Now we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Here's McBride. No scoring in this one. From the arc. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
1:15 left in the first quarter. Moon dishes to Beal. Floats one. He lays it in. He's got 9.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's McBride, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Outside Beal. Here he goes. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Nets for 2.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's McBride. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Okoro kicks to Clarkson. It's deflected. And here is Beal. Pass to Martin. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Vucevic
Fred
Van Vliet out there with Carter. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Moon in at the 4.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Now here's Brunson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
Boy, the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
Here's Brunson. Walters. Off target with his 3.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Moon passes to Van Vliet. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Carter kicks to Moon. Latrey. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Back to Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Carter outside. Brooks with the bounce pass. Moon can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bridges passes to Walters. Moon pulls it in. Moon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Carter against Bridges. They get it back, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Anunoby. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Carter. Moon with it. 15 points in the game. Vucevic setting the pick for Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one goes on Anunoby. The Nets have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Now here's Brunson. 6 points for him. And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Well, because Jalen Brunson's such a terrific decision maker, you can tell how confident and comfortable this team is when he runs the offense.
Now, here's Vucevic. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's B, coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Now Hart, pass to Brunson. Back to Hart, jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Here's Vucevic. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. Now, here's Hart. Scoreless thus far. Bridges kicks to Brunson. New York, no good that time either. Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Bridges against Brooks. Rebounded by Hart.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Bridges left side.
Next,
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. In third, the Nets.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Brooklyn making some changes. Irving's checked in for Vucevic. Mann subbed in for Dillon Brooks. And he can't hit the second. Brooklyn leading by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Pass to man. Back to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good D by Anunoby. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Knicks. 7-point differential. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Now, here's Bridges. He's got 8. Out to Brunson. Here's Walters. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Nets leading by 4. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to talk to his guys. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Thomas checked in for Brooklyn. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at B. There are a few players ahead of him in the voting, but if he holds on to his spot at number 5 on that list, he'll have a place in the three-point contest waiting for him.
And if anything, I bet he moves up the list. I mean, how could you not have this fella taking part in this contest? He'll be there.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Now here's Brunson. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Shooting 2.
That one falls for Brunson.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
The Knicks making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Man with it. Brunson covering. Anunoby sends it back.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan. Says twice on the pipes.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. That one drops. He ties it up. And here is Irving. Hasn't made one yet. Van Vliet outside. Back to Irving. And Irving throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's McBride. New York moving it around. Pass to B. Back to Bridges. Buries it from three-point range. Bridges got 14.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Knicks lead 40.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Man passes to Van Vliet. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 12.
Well, Fred VanVleet says, I am coming right back at you with a three-pointer of my own.
Pass to Okoro. In the corner, it's Bridges. Now McBride from downtown. They get the rebound. Here's B. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, the Knicks right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for the Knicks, this was not the kind of season they had in mind. There are teams that would be satisfied with their position in the standings, but not one coming off the kind of terrific season they enjoyed last year.
Yeah, but let's not call it a lost season yet. There's still the possibility that they can make a strong run in the playoffs. And if that happens, all their regular season woes will be forgotten. Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
DB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Beal's checked in for Brooklyn. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Here's B. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. B's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Moon with it. 15 points in the game. Beal dishes to Moon. The 3 from Thomas. Connects from three-point range. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Give it up right now for the Knicks Breaker Dance Crew.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Cameron Thomas.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Clarkson outside. McBride with the ball. Working on Collins. Out to Clarkson. Pass to Okoro. 5 to shoot. Here's B. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Walters. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. B's got 7 points here in this quarter. Nets leading by 4. Collins passes to Moon. Now here's Beal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
We can talk about all the things that Bradley Beal brings to the table on the offensive end, and in this instance, he simply draws contact. Beautifully done.
The Nets have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Beal.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
And both free throws good for Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal's versatility at the offensive end is just so valuable. He can shoot it, he can drive it, make plays for others, and he's smart.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. Pass to B. Now, here is Robinson. He's covered by Moon. Got a piece of it. Martin against Robinson. Thomas outside. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now McBride. He's covered by Beal. Shot from the top of the key. And McBride gets it to go. Brooklyn with the ball.
50-46.
Outside Beal. No block shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Wednesday, they'll be tipping off a homestand, starting with the Memphis Grizzlies.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
First free throw is good. That one is no good. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Okoro. Here's B. He's covered by Beal. B can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now, here's Thomas. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Clippers.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Okoro, out left of the wing. Now McBride. 6 to shoot. Over Collins. McBride's shot is off.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Collins. Robinson against Thomas. Over Robinson. Thomas, good. Thomas got 8 here in the quarter.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Knicks trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here are the Nets. They're on a 14-6 run. Going inside. It's rebounded by New York. Okoro's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Has to be. 51 seconds left in the first half of the game. And the layup's good off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here's Collins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
McBride passes to Okoro. Okoro setting the pick for Clarkson. Here's B. He's guarded by Thomas. B can't get it to go. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, leading by 5. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Martin. Clarkson outside. For the 3. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Jordan Clarkson. Next lead, 53-51.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Nets up 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We've got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run! They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have the fresh legs for the second half.
And shifting our focus now, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
Tough to compete without Davis, a towering presence at both ends. He's often the best player on the floor.
Impossible to completely replace him, but you just do your best. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. So it's Brooklyn now. We've got Anunoby. B out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
Pass to Brunson. Anunoby outside. Here's Walters. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. He's got the first bucket of the third here for the Knicks.
Knicks time, 53.
The Nets shooting 43% from the floor. And Moon kicks to Van Vliet. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Van Vliet's got 14.
This guy is competitively tough and will not back away from physical defense. Go ahead, Fred Van Vliet.
Here's B. Bridges outside. Out to Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Moon. Outside Thomas. Vucevic a screen on Anunoby. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
Well, the absolute response from three by Cam Thomas.
Brunson the pass to Bridges. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Anunoby. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Brooks finds Van Vliet. Here's Moon. There's the three. And that's collected by Brunson.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Anunoby a screen on Van Vliet. On the wing, Anunoby cranes the three-pointer. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Thomas kicks to Van Vliet. Vucevic a screen on Brunson. And Van Vliet, here we go. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas. No good on that one. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
OG Anunoby is 6'7" with a big-time frame. He's going to shake off some contact, folks.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
And the first one at the line is good.
What you love about OG Anunoby, this guy widely regarded as one of the league's top defenders, guys, but he's starting to become a more consistent scorer now as his career has gone on.
And he makes both free throws. Moon with it. 15 points in the game. And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
seat, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Dancer.
And this is a good time to show you some of the league's most disruptive defenders over the past month. The steal leaders at the small forward. Number 1, Dylan Brooks.
He is a pest out there on the wing. One slip of concentration, one careless pass, and he'll be going the other way.
The Nets working the ball around now. Now Moon. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. Now here's Anunoby. He's covered by Moon, and out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Van Vliet. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Not his best production, and I expect him to break through and get back on track soon.
I think he's been pressing a little bit too much. He just needs to relax and let the game come to him.
Pass to Moon. Brooks outside. And here's Vucevic, guarded by Robinson. Fires it up. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
Down low. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by the Nets. Moon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Van Vliet's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Yeah, this guy is cooking right now. Fred Van Vliet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
Bridges against Van Vliet. Plays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 16 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Moon with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Moon passes to Van Vliet. Outside Thomas. Vucevic, a screen on Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson with the block. Van Vliet against Bridges. Pass to Robinson. To the left wing. Here's Walters. Rebounded by the Nets. Brooks outside. Stolen by Brunson. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's B. He's guarded by Thomas. Anunoby outside. 3-pointer. Here's Robinson. That shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Van Vliet. Picked by Vucevic for the lead. Van Vliet can't get it to go. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Bridges finds Anunoby. To the inside. B gets the bucket. B's got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
T-shirts are incoming, fans. Make some noise.
Kuro's checked in for New York. Josh Hart comes in for B. And a new group in for the Nets. Irving's checked in for Vucevic. Carter comes in for Dylan Brooks. Mann's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Nets trail by 4. And here is Beal. He's got 12. Gets the bucket and the foul.
Defensive foul.
That's on Jalen Brunson.
That is a rugged finish from Beal. Absorbs the hit, guides it in. Nice.
Bradley Beal.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
You throw good, Beal. Here's Brunson. He's got 12. Brunson down the lane and with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Hey, Doris, how about Terrence Mann starting on a loaded Clippers team?
Think about this, Kevin. You're joined in the starting lineup by 3 future Hall of Famers in Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. And what I love about Terrence, he didn't look out of place. Gives you some sense of how capable this young man is fitting in around great players.
The shot's good from Brunson.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson, just 4 shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper? He's more than content to take it.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there. And a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Number 2, Miles McBride.
New York leading by 3. Anunoby outside. Pass to Clarkson. They get a hand on it. Here's Moon. He's covered by Clarkson. On the wing, Mann. He has yet to score. Clarkson against Irving. Here's Beal. Misses off the left iron. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Anunoby outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Okoro setting the pick for Clarkson. Back to Okoro. Good on the 3-point shot. Okoro's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You love how hard Okoro works for his team and makes himself right there a good option in the catch-and-shoot game.
Right side, Irving. Mann finds Beal. Shot clock at 6. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, Bradley Beal works so hard to find the opportunities on the offensive end. He knows he's responsible to carry the load.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Second personal foul.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Jordan Clarkson at the line, 2 shots.
He throw good. Clarkson. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Collins comes in for Bradley Beal. both free throws good for Clarkson.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Takes a three. And he gets it back. Anunoby kicks to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. And Okoro with the basket on the assist from Clarkson.
This is something they could really use from Okoro, guys. Has to hit enough threes to help stretch that defense.
75-66.
Outside Collins. Pass to Carter. Finished off by Carter.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how brilliant throwdown. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And here are the Knicks now, after the basket by Brooklyn. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Moon. Anunoby passes to Clarkson. It's tipped. Outside Collins. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now it's only a 5-point New York lead.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Clarkson outside. Pass to McBride. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Collins with it. Outside Irving. Back to Collins. Clock at 4. Here's Moon. The Knicks pull it in.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Nets trail by 5. Let's find out the news on Cam Thomas. David, what's the update?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Brooklyn, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
And the first one drops. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for the Knicks. Vucevic checked in for the Nets. Vince Carter hits them both. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Brunson scanning the floor. Throws it up high. Looking for Allen and gets it there. And oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Here's Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal
to get it all started.
Brunson against Collins. Brunson right side. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
13-5. Jalen Brunson.
1:07 left here in the third quarter. Nets trail by 4. Outside Collins. Carter up top. Collins finds Carter. And that one, good. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the third. Clarkson outside. Pass to Anunoby. Okoro setting the pick for Hart. Fires from deep. Collins grabs the miss. And Collins has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 2. Allen outside. Back to Collins. 20 seconds left to play in the third. No good. That would have tied it. Now, here's Anunoby. He's got 8. Here's Brunson. Beyond the arc. Jalen Brunson has been... on display for the Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score here. Everyone talk defensively. Get stops and then let's go. Let's go. Make the game easy for each other. Make plays. Get your spacing.
And defense obviously so important to Coach Thibodeau.
I mean, he wants his team to get stops and leak out fast. Fundamental basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Fred VanVleet. Brooks is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. Shot clock at 3. Bridges for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Outside Beal. Inside, Brooks. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Brooks has got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Robinson a screen on Brooks. To the right side. Here's Walters. And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Mann's checked in.
For the Nets, number 14, Terrence Mann.
And here's Brooklyn. Here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And Beal kicks to VanVleet. It's Brooks on the wing. To the middle. Beal, the pass to Mann. Vucevic, a screen on Bridges. Here's Mann. Hits the target from 18 feet. And the Nets lead by 2. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Outside Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
That one on Vucevic.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
The first free throw is good.
Now, the one challenge Mitchell Robinson has had through the early portion of his career is a little bit of foul trouble. Nice to see him get to the line for a little bit of payback. One thing we know about him, he's got to stay on the floor to be effective.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Nets with the lead. Man with it, pass to Brooks. Now Vucevic. Now here's Beal. Fires the three. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Hart with it. Back to Brunson. Here's B. He's covered by Beal. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Van Vliet kicks to Vucevic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Nikola Vucevic at the line, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. No good on the second free throw.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
B gets the bucket.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
83.
Van Vliet kicks to Beal. Pass to Man. Here's Brooks. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 3 assists in the game. Knicks trail by 4. Bridges outside. Brunson sets a screen for Bridges. Offline with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Beal from long range. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Bridges attacking. Count it, and the foul. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Guys, this young man does such a good job keeping his balance on the way up to the basket. Mikal Bridges solid at keeping his composure.
Mikal Bridges at the line, One shot.
The Nets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Outside, Beal. Pass to Vucevic. And here is Brooks. Pocket 6. Here's Mann. Buries the long-range jumper. Mann's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide-open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Brunson outside. There's the screen. Fires for 3. Kept alive by New York. Robinson. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 4. From 18 feet away. It's rebounded by New York. Hart's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's B. Pass to Hart. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Walters. And with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Now here's Vucevic. Robinson with the block. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Moon's checked in.
Number 31, Moon.
Here's Beal. And again, it's the Nets missing. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to B. Here's Hart. Here's B. Got a piece of it and taken away by Moon. To the paint, trying to find Van Vliet and gets it to him. Doesn't go that time. Bridges with some nice defense. New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Robinson. Brunson outside. New York, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bridges with the steal. Pass to Hart. Robinson on the wing. Brooks covering. 6 on the shot clock. Robinson sets a screen for Hart. Over Moon. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Brooklyn leading by 4. Brooks outside. Now Moon. The 3. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Hart with a screen on Beal. Bridges outside. Great D that time from Van Vliet.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Robinson. Here's B from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. And that's now 20 points for B.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Van Vliet with the bounce pass. And here is Brooks. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Nets lead by 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And New York making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
At the line, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Now here's Van Vliet. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
How about Fred Van Vliet, the ability to carve up the defense on the dribble drive. Nice.
Anunoby outside. Pass to B. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. B's got 23 points.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond his second 3 of the half right here.
Next lead.
Now here's Vucevic.
93.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, when Vucevic is this active, boy, he is so dependable at drawing fouls.
Vucevic at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Knicks trail by 3. B the pass to Anunoby. Bridges inside the three-point line. And again, it's New York.
This is what you call putting it all together on the offensive end. Go ahead, Mikal Bridges.
Outside, Beal. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Bridges. Here's Moon. No good with the triple.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Brooks dishes to Vucevic. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to B. Bridges outside. Here's B, just 5 on the clock. The shot, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. B's got 25 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Let me hear you, Knicks fans. Coming onto the court now is your Knicks 7th squad.
And here is Van Vliet. Pass to Moon. Vucevic with it, guarded by Robinson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Van Vliet can't get it to go. New York trailing. Here's Walters. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. Brooklyn's got 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of it. 1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Left side, Beal. It's good. 22 points for him.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
Now here's Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
Now here's Beal. And there's the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Good, just terrific recognition by Beal. Saw the lane and drew the contact.
Bradley Beal at the line. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
You know, he doesn't let that opportunity slip by. Buries some big shots at the line.
Brooks against Brunson. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter. It's deflected. And Beal kicks to Vucevic over Robinson. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. They'll bring it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Brunson outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
4th personal foul. Team is over the limit. Jalen Brunson at the line. 1 shot.
One falls for Brunson.
That and one free throw ups it to a 2-possession game. Costly foul on the shot that time.
Outside Beal. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Moon. Clock at 6. Over Anunoby. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
5th personal foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. And they go to the intentional foul.
Moon. 5th personal foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 2 shots.
The first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Loved the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Pass to Moon, a 3. B pulls it in, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway. Yeah, and luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So it's New York picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.